got there, it was all sorted. These guys know each other very well. It was very amicable.
Oh, we have to shake hands right now.
That was one.
A very straight chip chop, leaving 10k for the winner.
Again, another element, same language. Quite often we get these deal announcements, you know, these agreements between a bunch of guys from different countries, making sure everyone knows exactly what the deal is.
Really? Yeah.
So the advertised payouts were $353 for second and $480 for first.
Shootout, obviously, because we didn't play heads up for anything.
Cliff
You beat me the first
Josephy
round of
guarantees himself 403,000.
I got
419,600 for Christian Harder.
Oh, 5K, I remember.
Start for
I don't
grabs.
remember what the thing
I remember.
$10,000 and the first ever PokeStars Championship trophy.
I'd play for that. Count me in.
So we do make it official.
Yeah. So you want me to sign something before anything's right? I don't think my lawyer will sign.
We'll get the form filled out, then we'll get it signed. So yeah,
yeah.
there we go. $419,664 for Christian Harder. $403,448 for Cliff Josephy. Still 10k in play, plus of course the trophy and title. A reminder that we are midway, or not even midway, half an hour into level 31 of this main event. Blind still 80,000, 160,000 with a 20,000 ante.
Yeah, that little trophy, top left of your screen, just loitering in the background quite nonchalantly. Means a lot to these guys.
Cliff on the button, in the small blind, has King 9. He raises to 400,000. And he's dominated by Christian Harder's Ace 9 of clubs.
King 9 feels so darn pretty, but pretty unfortunate to find it absolutely dominated here.
So Harder, who has the chip advantage right now, calls the raise, and it is a 9 high flop.
Uh-oh.
No network connection.
Action check to Josephy, who continues for 400,000. Harder calls, and Michael Vella's still railing the action. Interested to see how this heads-up battle plays out. 10 on the turn, already 1.64 million in the middle. Harder checks a second time. Josephy fires 800,000.
It is a wet enough board. You want to maybe do something about that. Plenty of draws out there, lots of ways for this to get a trickier and trickier hand to play.
Once again, Christian Harder calls 3.24 million chips in the pot. A 7 on the river, pairing the board. Now is Cliff going to just check this back?
Ace 9.
King 9.
So the first hand of heads-up play sees Christian Harder take 1.62 million off Cliff Josephy, and that'll put some distance between them. Harder opens up almost a 2-to-1 chip lead over Josephy.
True, but then again, Cliff's still got 46 big blinds. It's not like he's going to be struggling. But that's a big dent for the first hand of heads up. Massive dent. Good job they did the deal just before the hand.
I gotta show you a text again. I don't want to say it on live stream because it's not nice.
We appreciate your discretion, Mr. Josephy. You are a gentleman.
I know, there's very few of us that would have... I mean, you know what Joe's like, it's just no filter between phone and mouth.
Christian Harder's turn to raise the button, 380,000. Cliff Josephy defends with King 6. So this time Josephy has Harder dominated. And there is a 6 on the flop.
Man, like the cards are like, yep, let's get this going, yep. Let's keep setting you guys up. Are we going to see the chips go back the other way?
225,000 apiece. 3 of spades. Things just get better for Cliff Josephy as he picks up the nut flush draw on the turn. Action goes check, check. The river is a 9. And this gets checked to showdown.
Not as big a pot, but one that Cliff will be much happier with.
So two hands of heads up so far, and it's 1-all. But crucially, Christian Harder won the big one. 80 big blinds playing 50 big blinds.
Deep, deep, deep.
13.1 million against 8.2 million. Christian Harder made the final table of the Bahamas main event in 2008, finished 7th in that tournament. Has still yet to win a major title on any tour. Cliff Josephy has 2 World Series of Poker bracelets to his name. Obviously, he's got a strong legacy as an online player and a backer of online players, including Christian Harder back in the day.
Yeah, it does feel like he has been deep in so many different facets of poker over the years.
And of course, was introduced to a new audience when he came into the November 9 last year as the chip leader, coming into the final table of the World Series main event, eventually finishing in 3rd place.
Yeah, without getting too fawning, it certainly is a real delight to have a legend grace our first ever main event final table. One for the record books.
Josephy raised with Jack 10. Harder defended with Ace 5. They both check the flop. We get a 3 on the turn. Harder still ahead with his pair of 5s.
Got himself a bit of wheel draw action as well. Nothing for Cliff. Not going to stick around any longer than necessary. Love the speed of this play as well. Get as many hands in per level as we can. Watch these guys go about their business. A masterclass.
Did you almost shove the king jack? Or you're just trying to drink calling forward? What's that? The king jack.
Everything was in mind. I was just thinking of all possibilities.
I was gonna have to.
You have a green chip in your way.
It's unfortunate.
Hopefully it wasn't there when you got the when we did the deal.
I don't think it was. It's right in front.
Doesn't miss a single thing, does he?
I think one of the friendliest deals we've ever seen.
Yeah.
368 or 380.
Raised to 380,000 with 7-5. Called by Cliff Josephy with 9-6.
Just checking for that.
Wow, top 2 for Christian Harder. Gut shot for Cliff Josephy. In fact, he's double gutted.
The best type.
He won't be able to fold this flop. 340,000 is Christian C-bet.
Yeah, way too much here. Of course, the 9 is an overcard as well, playing.
Check raises to 1.6 million. And obviously, Christian Harder is not folding 2 pair here.
I mean, might he even come back over the top?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Do you just call? Play the turn in position? Or do you try and get more chips in while you know you're probably a decent favourite?
A lot to hate about the way in which that board could develop.
That is true. So Cliff's got 5.7 million behind. He shoves on Josephy. And Cliff can't call here. Not with just a draw. I mean, he can, but it would be ambitious.
Yeah. I think ambitious is a kind choice of words. It would be very, very splish-splash.
Josephy lets it go. Okay, so now some real distance is opening up. Christian Harder on 15.4 million, 96 big blinds. Cliff Josephy, 5.6 million, 35 bigs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to concede that is a pretty big difference. And 35 big blinds, not a super comfortable place to be.
And that's after 4 hands of heads-up play.
But a good indication these guys are quite happy to play big pots, so could be swinging backwards and forwards a bit. Cards have slightly led us into that zone, so keeps connecting with both players in some sort of sizable way.
I show it. I don't know if I show it. 7-4 off. You show it. Okay.
Oh, what, just now with the what?
Yeah.
What about last time?
Nice,
I'll
we'll have
do
to
it.
try
If you
it.
say yeah.
Yeah, I had 9-6 off. I was double gutted. You could have had the same hand, and I'm screwed.
No, I had 7-5 off.
Wow, what a pair of honest players. They really are friends.
I figured you good chance you got a combo draw. And...
If I had a combo draw again, I didn't.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
That I can't do.
that's
I
what
didn't even have a diamond.
I'm just saying it's.
Let's just, so if the other one asks, we'll just tell what the hands are.
Alright, that's it.
If anybody cares.
I care.
Sorry.
We all care. King 4.
360.
1.1 million.
Ooh. Hello.
So many domination situations here. King, queen for Cliff Josephy.
King Queen spades.
Just gonna tell each other every hand?
King 4.
What?
Yeah.
King 4.
You can show. I guess he trusts me.
I don't care. We don't have to do it every hand. I mean,
I'm just any real hand.
big hand, yeah.
We're pretty much halfway through the level now. Level 32, we'll see the blinds go to 100,000, 200,000.
It's pretty funny. Text.
Well,
Have a walk.
Queen 7 for Christian Harder. And that's a call. It's the first time we've seen a player limp the button.
540.
And Cliff Josephy raising from the big with a pair of threes.
Yeah, would have been surprised if Christian had gone too crazy there.
Which brings us to hand 160 of this final table.
Are they making you laugh in your eardrum? Is that what's going on?
The ninth hand of heads-up play.
Big raise that, 540,000. Interesting, always interesting to see the sizes these guys make it.
I heard it now. I know why.
Yeah, about the
Qualifiers that didn't show up.
20 players didn't show up, so that's why. That's why.
Wow.
But the money is still like.
The money's in the price, we'll have the chips. Yeah.
That's sick. 20 qualifiers just didn't
Lit it
show
on
up.
fire.
Yeah. So there you go.
Just kids playing spin goes that aren't 18 years old or something? Oh my god.
Couldn't afford to travel to the Bahamas anyway.
Doesn't that come with it? Or maybe you
Just-
get it in
just
cash.
the
You get it in
hotel.
cash, right? So it's.
Well, Cliff Josephy has raised the button with an ace. We haven't seen his other hole card. We
Oh.
do know that Christian Harder has ace-jack, though.
Man, of all the times to be a card down.
Well, this is likely to be a domination situation. We're just not sure which way round.
Great.
A 3-bet from Harder to 1.1 million.
I'm all in.
The shove from Cliff Josephy.
Boy, this is good.
Huh?
Nothing.
Christian Harder asking for a count. Dana Craven says can't help but root for Josephy. Hoping that other card is another ace, a king or a queen right now. $6.1 million.
Correct.
5 million to call.
We're only playing for 10,000, Christian.
Alright, I call.
Christian Harder calls. We will see Cliff Josephy's other card. Ace 8. So it's Christian Harder who has Cliff Josephy dominated. And Cliff Josephy is the player at risk. If Ace Jack holds here, this tournament is over and we have our
All
champion.
in.
Christian Harder looking to win his first
I
major
wanna hear about
live
that.
title.
Just wanted out what you mean.
What?
Not from you, from anybody else.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's made many final tables on many tours, but he
I
has
thought you
yet
said,
to lift the
I thought you had
trophy.
force, because I thought you said something about force. What did you say?
I said pause is good.
Wow, you said force is good. I don't know.
This could be it. The ace of spades is in the hand of Cliff Josephy.
Backdoor.
He does have backdoor outs. Right now, an 8 is what he needs to survive. Turn card is a spade.
Oh, poker.
Yeah.
10 outs now for Cliff. Any spade, any 8 saves him. Any other card, we have our champion. The river is a club. It's over. Christian Harder has won the first ever PokerStars Championship.
Congrats.
Thanks. Great.
A finalist here in the Bahamas in 2008. That was the year Elke won the title. 2017 is his year.
That's what I do.
Well, I've got to be honest, I was looking at those deep stacks thinking we're going to get a couple of hours of heads-up masterclass here, but somehow the cards just contrived to get it all in.
Thanks. Me too.
Another amazing result for Cliff Josephy following his third place finish in the World Series of Poker main event last year. He is the runner-up, and remember, the players did do a deal when they got heads up. A relatively even shot. Cliff Josephy wins $403,448. Christian Harder gets that additional 10K, plus he'll get the trophy. He wins a total of $429,664.
Money I wired in 4 events that I have to focus. I'm sure they'll handle it. I don't know how.
I just don't want it in my stars account.
What?
I just don't want it in my stars account.
Oh no.
Because I have it open. You don't even have it open. I do.
Oh, well, they have no choice but to wire it.
Well, this was
Yeah,
a great final
that was
table
open
to
play.
kick off our new global tour. Two very talented players that people were very excited to see coming into this final. Christian had a big stack at the start of the day. Cliff Josephy was the low man going in, but he just grinded those 20 big blinds, Matt.
This is literally where
Really impressive. I mean, and I don't want to like, the smoke hasn't even cleared, but is it too early to start getting excited about Panama? Is that wrong of me?
Got 7.
Not at all, because that's where we will be going next in March.
And that was like 2
But there
weeks
is the
later.
small
Oh, was
matter
that
of
quick?
crowning our champion here in the Bahamas and presenting him with the first ever PokerStars Championship trophy.
I had a German check.
It's horrible.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed our live Cards Up coverage of this final table. It was pretty awesome. Remember, we lost Rasmus Glazel after just 7 hands. Then we played for 5 hours, 5-handed. Then went start of day chip leader, Michael Gentili. We lost Alexei Olopikin, we lost Michael Vella. A very short heads-up battle between Cliff and Christian, and it's Mr. Harder, Charter himself, who comes out on top. And the winner of this tournament is now down on the floor. He's speaking to Joe Stapleton.
Christian Harder, dude, your last name is Harder, but you made this look so easy.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I'm just so happy. I had a good advantage, good things going on with chip stack, so probably looked better than I actually was. Because a lot of players were handcuffed, so just let me win pots that I should have, basically.
So humble. This is where it all started for you, sort of, here in the Bahamas. Any sort of weird memories or flashbacks while this is all happening?
Nah, it's totally where it all started. I never played a big bind until the 2008 PCA. I got 7th. I was backed by Cliff Josephy, the runner-up finisher. And I dropped out of college, and since then I've been playing poker, so it's pretty amazing. It's come full circle.
Does this tournament finally get you out of makeup with Cliff?
I make Cliff a lot of money, you can ask him. So, no. So, yeah.
You've got a couple of really powerful poker superstar Maryland buddies, one of them being Tony Gregg, who crushes here in the Bahamas. Did they send you here in his stead?
It's funny, Tony didn't come or Greg. It's probably the first PCA since I came in 2009 that neither of them came, so. Yeah, it's just cool. I mean, Tony's outrageous success here, so I'm just happy I can finally win one.
Yeah, I noticed I was looking at your Hendon mob, and there's like a lot of 13ths and 14ths and 4ths, and not a lot of 1s, not a lot of firsts on there. So how you feeling right now?
I mean, it's amazing. I've been playing for 9 years, really. Never won a major tournament, so to finally win one, especially here, it's awesome.
All right, everybody, let's get a big round of applause for the first ever winner of the PokerStars Championship, Christian Harder.
Well, don't go anywhere, because we're going to give that man his trophy. And yes, a great start to the new Global Tour. Great way to kick off the year, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as always, thanks very much to everyone on Twitch and on Twitter for joining in, playing our games, and keeping us company. Much appreciated. And thank you, mods. Great job.
And of course, my personal thanks to the entire production team that puts PokerStars TV together. As we head down to the floor, back to Joe Stapleton for the winner's presentation.
Welcome to the winner's presentation for the very first PokerStars Championship main event from the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. Here to help present the trophy are Edgar Stuckley, Director of Live Events, and James White, Senior Consultant Live Poker Operations. The final table has kicked off the tour in style, but before we hand over the trophy, Edgar Stuckley.
Yeah, we would like to say a big thank you to all players, media, and staff who have made the first ever PokerStars Championship such a great event with more than 5,700 tournament entries and more than $23 million awarded in prize money overall. We are very excited and proud of our PokerStars Championship, and we can't wait that our players experience the biggest and best events in premier destinations around the globe. We're looking forward to seeing you at the next stop in Panama in March. But now I hand over to Joe to announce the winner of the first ever PokerStars Championship.
Thank you, Edgar. Before we get to the winner, let's get a quick round of applause for our runner-up, Cliff Josephine. So there's just one thing left to do. Give that man his trophy. Christian Harder.